Hello everyone, welcome back to Danganronpa 2. I did not decide on a title yet. I'm sorry, I hit save and it didn't actually, I didn't have enough time to think of Danganronpa 2. Let me think of a sequel to something. Danganronpa 2 Die Harder. There we go. Oh, that's actually kind of grim, come to think of it. Regardless, let's continue.
To think that the person who killed the wonderful Mahiru Koizumi is in this room. Impossible! Impossible! That's so impossible! There's no way I can believe that! Oh, I can't do anything! How annoying! But I'm just gonna believe in everyone. That's the least I can do. Everyone do your best. Don't lose to yourselves. And don't forget to save regularly.
Oh, don't worry about that. I'm only on chapter 2 and have just saved in the final save slot.
Well, now that we've decided to believe Hiyoko, now what?
If the killer was luring Hiyoko into a trap, then something that was used there might be a clue.
Do you mean the letter?
No, it was probably the gummy.
Huh? Candy can be a clue?
Hey, when you woke up, was the gummy already there?
Now that you mention it, I feel like it wasn't.
So it was placed there after. Okay.
Just as I thought.
Just as you thought?
If the killer planted evidence while Hiyoko was there, she would have thrown it away if she found it.
Which means the gummy was placed inside the closet after Hiyoko fled from the beach house?
The killer returned to the scene of the crime after I left?
They wouldn't have to do something that troublesome as long as they hid somewhere within the beach house.
That's impossible! There's nowhere to hide! I even glanced inside the shower room as I was running away, but there was nobody there!
Then, does that mean the killer came back?
I wonder. At any rate, the solution to that problem is connected to what really happened. That's what I think.
I want to play a new game. Is that what you're thinking? No? If so, we prepared the perfect product for you. You will dive into your own brain and logically discern the mysterious answer from several questions. It's called the Logic Dive. Okay, this is what was in the thing. During the Logic Dive, you control a version of yourself created from an image within your brain. Your task is to reach the goal, the final destination of the synapse course, of course. Move sideways and accelerate with R1. Jump with... Oh my goodness. Various obstacles you will encounter as you progress through the course, so make sure you're familiar with the controls. On journey, you'll take damage every time you fall into a gap or bump into walls. Also, upon reaching a certain point, there will be branching questions. You have to split up, go down the one you think is correct. Branch questions will appear several times. Please be careful. I recommend that you make good use of the break. That's my meddlesome advice to you. Got it. Let's try this. She's right. This may be a very important problem. If the killer tampered with evidence after Hiyoko ran away from the beach house, when did the killer arrive and depart from the beach house? Think. If I just focus and think about it, I'm sure I'll be able to find the answer. Alright, I'm gonna do it! Logic dive. Let's see what this is like. Oh my god, are you serious? This is redonkulous. This is Final Fantasy VII snowboarding. Mixed with the Knuckles chaotic special stages. I mean, okay, my dude. Where's the branching path? Question 1. When did the arrive? The killer arrived. I'm gonna say after. Doesn't make much sense for it to be before. Yeah, before Hiyoko arrived. No, I'm right. Am I correct? Yep. Okay, question 2? Or did I jump over the question? Please don't tell me I jumped over the question. Okay, let's see here. Question 2. When did the killer leave? The killer left... I'm gonna say before Hiyoko left. No, I'm gonna say after. No, before. It has to be. Because she's gone. No, I was super wrong. Then it's... after. Wait, that's what I said, right? Or did I screw it up? No, I was right. Okay. Yeah. Yeah. This is actually kind of cool. I mean, it makes no sense, but it's kind of cool. This is what your brain works like. This is your brain on Danganronpa. Where was the killer hiding? Perhaps the beach. That makes sense. That makes sense, yeah. Okay, there is a time limit here. Nope! Well, then it's at the beach house. But where in the beach house? That's my question. I don't actually know yet. Okay, apparently I did it. Okay. I don't know what my breakthrough exactly was, but sure. I don't think I need to upgrade that.
You think the killer might have been hiding?
You spent all that time thinking just to say something so pointless. How disappointing.
Yeah, I feel like there was a lot of work put into a very basic answer.
Didn't I just say there was nowhere to hide? Do I have to explain it in another language so you can understand?
Her personality got a hell of a lot more forceful once she stopped being a suspect.
No, there should have been a place for them to hide. A place you didn't look, Hiyoko.
Is it at the roof?
What are you saying? Stop being annoying or I'm gonna make Akane bop you on the head and shut you up for good.
I really don't want to I really don't want that to happen. I don't need to answer by wait. I really don't want that to happen to me. I need to answer by any means. Okay. Place where the killer was hiding. The place Hiyoko hasn't looked. Wait a second! In here. Killer was hiding in the fridge? They'd freeze. You're gonna climb a mountain made of ice? There's always fighting when you play with two players, yeah. Everyone's staring, looks like I made a fool of myself. Well, no, I'm wrong. Shower? I already said check the shower room. I'm guiding you into food for Gundam's. Wait, where? Wait, what? Then where? The trash? The closet? Okay, sure.
The killer was probably hiding in the closet.
The closet? That's where I was locked up!
After you woke up, you said you rushed out of there, right? And you probably didn't look inside the closet very carefully.
But could two people even hide in such a small place? And without Hiyoko knowing?
Yeah, I'm trying to...
That's why the killer made sure to arrange a hiding place.
Where in there? I didn't notice one. Is it the surfboard container? The killer made sure to arrange a hiding place in advance. Don't think of one place. That's right, the place where the killer was hiding in the closet was the surfboard container?
Here!
Okay, sure, I guess. I mean, I guess.
What about the surfboard case in the closet? I'm pretty sure they could have hidden in there.
Well, we know it's not Nekomaru.
Huh? Inside the surfboard case?
But the shelf it was on, it was pretty messy, don't you think? Two surfboards were stacked on the top shelf. And there were surfboards that weren't even in a case. The killer probably did that on purpose to secure a hiding place, because we haven't been on this island that long. So the closet shouldn't have been that messy, I think.
Ah, okay, that's a fair point.
Then, the killer was close to me during that time?
Yeah.
Oh.
They were quietly holding their breath and hiding very close to you.
It's kind of like in for a penny, in for a pound, so to speak.
Don't you mean it's always darkest under the lighthouse?
I shouldn't say things I don't understand, like, so to speak.
Anyway, the killer hid silently, and after making sure Hiyoko left, they finally left the surfboard case.
I agree with that as well.
Seriously, nobody asked what you think.
There's no way the killer would leave Hiyoko by herself if they were trying to frame her. If Hiyoko was left alone and ruined the evidence the killer had planted, it would have messed up their plan. Instead, it makes more sense to think that the killer was hiding in the beach house, watching Hiyoko.
Saying whatever you want, even if you didn't ask. All right, if you don't want to friggin' get punched, just stand still and let me punch ya! Oh, you shut up. Then, grit your teeth.
Sorry, Akane. It's not like that. Hey, Monokuma. can I ask you about something that seems strange to me?
I believe Prince Shotoku was from the future. A man from the future is always directing the flow of history.
I'll listen to your story about men from the future some other time. As I recall, the body discovery announcement is made.
That
when
is a
3 or more
detail. That's an
people
important
discover a
detail for
body,
sure.
Right? Is the killer also included among those 3 or more people?
Yeah, that's true, but, something like that is basically what it's supposed to be.
You don't sound very articulate.
Jeez! You're pretty annoying for noticing something like that! I know it sounds like an excuse, but the body discovery announcement isn't supposed to be used for deduction. It's intended to create a fair trial. It's supposed to let everyone know a body has been found.
So you're saying it's unfortunate that I used it for deduction? I understand your excuse, but depending on who actually found the body, it's possible that your 3 or more people rule could be deadly.
Well, as long as I keep things ambiguous, I can respond to situations with some flexibility.
Flexibility, huh? So what about this time? Is it 3 people including the killer or not?
Jeez, fine! You want me to say it? It doesn't include the killer this time, okay? All done.
Okay, so then that would be Hiyoko. Kazuichi was the 3rd one, so there was someone before who also saw it. That's interesting.
Means 3 people other than the killer discovered Mahiru's body.
What's wrong with that?
Nothing. I just thought it was somewhat strange.
Yeah, that's true actually.
More importantly, let's get back to our original topic.
It must...
You're the one who went on a tangent.
We were just saying the killer was hiding in the surfboard case, right?
And after Hiyoko ran away, the killer got to enjoy the simple life of destroying evidence.
However, before we proceed any further, there's something we have to make clear. The killer blocked the roadside door with Mahiru's body before Hiyoko ran away. But what about the blood?
Now that you mention it, that mystery hasn't been solved yet.
It's going to be all right. If you guys have come this far,
I know it's with the
I'm
blood.
sure you
I just
can
don't know how we're
discover
gonna
that
answer
too.
that.
Now, let's start the argument, shall we?
So we don't have a piece of evidence. The final feature, non-stop debates. You'll be able to use truth flashback. Yeah, that's where you suck it down and shoot it out. Yeah. Yep, can be fired once, a single truth bullet. If you shoot or change to a different one, it'll disappear. However, you can use this as many times as you want. If you don't see lie or mistake, it might be good to memorize it. When's the best time flashback? Well, we'll just have trust your keen senses. You will not be able to agree with anyone. Okay, interesting. Only good when refuting. Okay, that's actually good to know. That makes it a lot easier. However, we can take refutes and use them. Yeah.
What did the killer do with the blood on their body?
Let's see.
Maybe they simply washed it off.
No.
They couldn't use the shower, right?
Yep.
So washing it off would have been impossible.
They didn't have to use the shower.
Let's see.
Oh, what about the wetsuits in the closet? Maybe they wore one when
Wait.
they moved the body.
I wanted that one. Oh, I can't suck it up.
If they used something other than the shower.
Let's see.
What did they do with the bloody wetsuit?
They
cut
Wait.
it up and whoosh.
No.
As someone who flushes their shit every morning, I can declare it would definitely clog the toilet.
Thank you.
Maybe it's the other way around?
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking.
Perhaps someone other than the killer moved the body?
No.
Maybe they were able to wash it off.
Let's see. If that person's opinion, I might be able to break through a contradiction.
What did
Let's
the
see
killer
here.
do with the blood on
Yeah.
their body?
Maybe they simply washed it off.
They couldn't use the shower, right?
What I know what I want to do. I'm
So
trying to
washing
figure
it
out how to
off
do
would have been impossible.
it. Washing
They
off would have been
didn't have to use
impossible.
the shower.
So what we're going to be doing is putting that on the
What
wetsuit.
about the wetsuits in the closet?
Nope. Okay, that's not it.
Damn it!
No, the wetsuits in the closet is
What
important.
did the killer do?
Maybe they simply...
They couldn't
Let's
use
see
the
here.
so washing it off.
They didn't have to... what if maybe they wore one when they...
If they used something other than the shower,
What did they do with the bloody wetsuit?
No.
They cut it up and...
As someone who flushes, it would definitely clog.
maybe it's the other way around. Perhaps someone other than the killer moved the body.
That could be it, other
Maybe
than the
they were
killer.
able to wash it off.
Huh. Let's see here.
What
So
did
I
the
have
killer
to
do
be
with
I have
the
to
blood
pick
on
up a
their
yellow.
Maybe they simply washed it off.
Let's see. I have to suck up a yellow for
They
this.
couldn't use the shower, right? So washing it off.
Let's just
would
suck
have
this
been
up just in
impossible.
case.
They didn't have to use the shower.
What about the wetsuits in the closet? Maybe
It's
they wore one
impossible.
when they moved
But
the body.
let's just see.
If
Would
they
have been
used something
impossible.
Other than the shower.
Nope. Other than the shower and wetsuits? Is that what I mean to do? I think that's what it's meant to be. Let's see
What
here.
did the killer do with the...
Maybe they simply...
They couldn't use the so washing it off.
They didn't have to use... what if maybe they wore one...
If they used something other than the shower,
What did they do with the bloody wetsuit?
They cut it up and...
As someone who flushed, it would definitely clog the toilet.
maybe it's the other way around. Perhaps someone other than the killer moved the body. Maybe they were able to wash it
Let's
off.
see. Let's go other than the
What did the
kill,
killer
other
do
than the
with the
shower
blood?
Maybe they
wetsuits.
simply-
They couldn't use the so washing it off.
They didn't have to use the shower.
What about the wetsuits in the closet?
No. The wetsuits in the closet, and what Hajime is saying, there's no relation between them at all, right? Just like Sherbert and Schubert.
Damn it!
Okay.
What did the killer do with the blood on their body?
Maybe they simply watched.
They
Simply
couldn't
wash-
use the so washing it off would have been impossible.
They didn't
Washing
have
off
to
would
use
have
the
wait,
shower.
washing off would have been impossible.
What about the wetsuits in the closet? Maybe they wore one when they moved the...
If they used something other than the shower,
What did they do with the bloody wetsuit?
They cut it up and...
As someone
than
who
the
flushes
shower.
their shit every morning, it would definitely clog the toilet.
maybe it's the other way around. Perhaps someone other than the killer moved the body.
Other than the killer and other than the
Maybe
shower,
they
no.
were able to wash it off.
If I use that person's pain in my... So it is a contradiction I'm supposed to
What
break
did the
through.
killer do with the
Let's
blood
see
on
here.
their body?
Maybe they simply washed it off.
They couldn't use the shower, right? So washing it off would have been impossible.
No, that's wrong.
Okay, yeah, I guess that makes sense. Like, say, a swim in the ocean? Maybe? Huh, we'll see.
If they just needed to wash off the blood, they didn't necessarily have to use the shower. They could have just as easily used something else.
Something other than the shower. Like what?
Something other than the shower is the drink. Oh! That's even smarter.
Drinks inside the refrigerator. Couldn't the killer have used those to wash off the blood?
I've seen through it.
Okay, she has a refute. I wonder what her refute's gonna be.
That's impossible.
Why?
Why?
Try to remember the refrigerator carefully, and then you will understand that there's no possible way the drinks in the refrigerator were used.
Why? All the clear ones, is that what it's gonna be? I'm gonna need trash
It's
can.
true there were drinks
Wait,
in the beach house refrigerator. However, try one bottle wouldn't be enough to wash off the blood.
I can't back down!
that's not, I'm gonna need trash can.
We can't assume they used just one drink. They could have used a bunch of them to wash it off.
Didn't I say it was impossible? There were only flavored drinks with color. If you use those to wash blood off, the blood won't come off in your body. It will leave an aromatic smell too, especially if you used a lot. That alone would raise suspicion.
Could it be the first allegation was intended to lead to this outcome, but I should use the evidence? Yeah.
Didn't I say it was impossible? There were no water bottles in the
That's not true. There's a whole bunch. We saw them in the trash can.
No, there were water bottles inside the refrigerator.
How many times do I have to tell you? There were no water bottles in there whatsoever.
That was after the incident, right? But before the incident, there were water bottles in the fridge. And the killer took all of those water bottles and used them to wash the blood off their body.
That was a really sloppy part of it, to leave them out.
So you're saying the water bottles were gone? Because they were all used? That's a logical fallacy.
It's not a fallacy. There should have been evidence inside the trash can. Evidence like a lot of thrown away plastic water bottles. Isn't that right, Hiyoko?
Ah, you're right. These bottles look like they may have been filled with water.
Well, now that you mention it, when I went to the beach house a few days ago, I feel like I drank one of those plastic water bottles.
Huh? You should have said so sooner. Then, the plastic water bottles were used in place of the shower.
Dousing your body with lots of water bottles is such a simple and easy to understand explanation.
Hold on a sec. Now I think about it, if they soak their entire body with a bunch of plastic water bottles, if they did that, the person would be...
Seems you've realized who the killer is. See? Just as I thought.
Hold on.
I don't
You know who the
think it's
killer is?
Pico.
Is that true?
Let me ask, who might that be?
The killer used plastic water bottles to wash the blood that splattered onto them. The killer, Mahiru's killer, must be that person. It's gonna make me say Pico because she was covered in water.
You're the only one!
Yeah, even though I don't believe it's her, but...
Heko. Is it you?
Hey, what are you being quiet for? They're accusing you of being the killer.
Then I should ask you this. Why do you believe I'm the killer?
I remember when we were all meeting up to go to the beach. Your appearance when you came to the diner.
She was wet! That's too wet, though. You know? That's very clearly like she actually went into the ocean. She did some... Yeah, she's breathing heavily.
Did wash the blood off with water bottles. They'd have to drench their entire body, but there were no towels in the beach house, and it would have taken a while for the water to fully air dry. So you said you went swimming so you'd have a cover story.
Don't just stay silent. Say something.
I don't believe it's her.
Hold on, you bastard! You saw her at the diner. You never saw her near the beach house, right? So maybe she really was swimming.
No one even saw her swimming.
No. I saw her.
Huh?
After I ran into you bastards at the diner, I crossed paths with her on my way home. So there's no doubt. She would have arrived at the diner from the opposite direction of the beach house.
He's avoiding so that the person goes free, and I think I know why.
That's strange. Didn't you just say this earlier?
It's just a coincidence. Yeah.
You told me you didn't see anyone. Don't try to tell me you forgot about that.
Not so fast! It's too soon to decide she's a killer. We haven't established how the killer was able to leave the beach house.
Now that you mention it, you're right.
The roadside door was blocked. And if it's impossible to leave from the beachside without leaving footprints, then how the fuck did the killer escape?
Why are you all fired up, Fuyuhiko? You're not the suspect. Peko is.
I think Fuyuhiko is an accomplice.
Who cares about that? Answer me! If you have an explanation, then show me what you got!
We might have an answer.
Huh?
Do you really? This mystery seems unsolvable.
Okay, you need to speak up. I have the volume way up for voices and we can't hear you.
Well, if Peko is the killer, then I might just have an answer to that mystery.
I see. Then let's hear this alleged method of escaping the beach house.
First, let's establish how the killer escaped.
Killer's escape route? I might know what it is. The only thing I can think of is the small window in the shower room.
I see.
Yep.
If the roadside and beachside doors aren't an option, the only other thing I can think of is... well, nothing really. Except that small window in the shower room.
Huh. Don't you know how high that window is? There's no way Peko could have reached it.
But what if, for instance, she got help from someone?
And that would make sense because there needed to be one more person there so that when the murder occurred that there would have been the 3 people.
She might have reached it by riding someone's shoulders.
Yep.
But then that person would have been left behind.
Is it possible an object was used? A rope, for instance?
And what happened to the rope after they used it? And don't say something stupid like they threw it outside.
Of course not! That would violate the school trip rule!
That's still a problematic rule.
Littering is prohibited. Even if it might be evidence, rules are still rules.
You see? There's no way they'd be able to escape from that window.
No, they just have to use an object.
Chiaki, don't fall asleep on us! We just said they couldn't use an object!
You did? I thought you were saying they couldn't dispose of an object.
I see. You don't have to throw it away if you can just hide it somewhere on your body.
Oh, like her sword?
Huh? Pekka was wearing a swimsuit, remember? Where would she even hide an object?
Well, let me tell you, there's a few
And
places.
if you say she hid it in her special place, I'll stab you in yours!
Well, okay.
No! Please don't be violent!
Even if the killer used an object to escape out the window, they wouldn't have been able to get rid of it. So the only thing I could think of that the killer must have hid it somewhere if that's the case. Focus and think the object the killer used to escape out the window. Oh, it's gonna be a Hangman's Gambit, and I'm gonna look for the word sheath, right? Sword sheath? What did the killer escape with? Okay. It's an A. Okay, I'm gonna go with S. It probably starts with S. No. O. No. A. No. W. What's it gonna be then? It's not B, is it? Okay. B. Babbage's. What's it gonna be? Okay, I'm guessing it's the O. No, is it A? Wrong one. Okay, I'm guessing it is A. Yeah. Wait, bamboo sword. Need a B. Need a B. B. Yeah, I got it. There's one O. Leave that D there. There's another O. Whoa, hey! There's S. I don't need that S, so we can break that. That's gonna pop right away. Okay, I need... Okay, let's see how big we can make this. Okay, so now we need an R. R. D. Bamboo sword. That wasn't too bad.
I got it.
I feel like that could have gone a lot worse. I had the idea down,
You carry
but...
that bamboo sword on your back at all times, right? If I recall correctly, you had it then too. Despite the fact that you had a swimsuit on, you were still wearing your bamboo sword.
Are you saying she used that bamboo sword to escape through the window?
Yeah. Heko used that bamboo sword as a step stool and escaped out the window.
Okay, how?
Sword as a step stool?
Like, all I can think of is, like, some Metal Gear Rising garbage.
You see? I knew it! I knew it was a ninja! Didn't I tell ya? A ninja could have climbed that easily. Ninjas know a climbing trick where they lean their sword against a wall and use the handguard as a step stool.
Okay, sure.
Wow! Just like a Japanese ninja!
Miss Sonia, ninjas only exist in Japan.
Well, it is a bamboo sword, but I'm sure a slender girl like Peko could easily use it to climb.
Well, Peko, do you have anything to say?
Now the time's come again for Panic Talk action. Let's talk a little about Fever Time and Nega Time. This point on, you'll be able to use Fever Time pressing R1. When Fever Time is activated, the tempo will be pushed to its max. That's not all, you won't miss during Fever Time. Pressing X when applicable, you can also destroy your opponent's verbal assault, but only until your focus gauge runs out, so make sure your best time. Of course, you're not the only one who can get the upper hand. Something called Nega Time that your opponent can use. If they use it, your tempo marks will disappear, making it difficult. Please try the ribbon without your eyes, but with your ears. Okay, if you can't clear it, you can always change the difficulty. I'm not going to tell them they'll have to redo the class trial for that chapter if they do that. Kiki, that's funny. Well then, good luck and have fun.
Hold on a sec, you bastard! You're saying she used her sword as a step stool and went out the fucking window? Then what about the sword? It would have been left in the shower room and she wouldn't have been able to recover it, dumbass!
Hiyoko, why do you even care?
I know why he cares, I think I do.
Shut up! Just shut the fuck up and answer me! If you have an answer, then fucking give it to me!
Props to this guy's VA. He's bringing it home.
If she used the bamboo sword as a step stool, it would have been left behind!
Not if she used the ribbon on it. Hiyoko, why are you... Panic Talk action, let's go.
Got proof, you bastard? That's obviously impossible! Shut up! Shut up! Shut up! Don't fuck with me! Got proof, you bastard? Shut up! Shut up! Shut up! Don't fuck with me! Got proof, you bastard? That's obviously impossible! Bastard! Got proof, you bastard? I'll sell your fucking organs! You're pissing me off! You're pissing me off! Bastard! Shut up! Shut up! Shut up! Got proof, you bastard?
There we go.
If she used the bamboo sword as a step
Bamboo
stool,
sword bag.
this is
There
the
we
end.
go. I was like, what do I say? But I got it. That one was a lot easier. It's easier when it's
If she
different
used her
parts of
bamboo sword as a
words.
step stool, she could have recovered it with her sword bag.
Yep, because then she used the ribbon.
When she leaned her sword against the wall to use as a step stool, she tied her sword back to it.
Oh my goodness, look at that
After she
pressure.
climbed up to the window, as long as she hauled the bag up toward her, she would have been able to recover her bamboo sword.
Wait, did she actually do it then? I don't believe
I
it.
see. Not just the bamboo sword, but even the sword bag, too. She used them both to escape. Akane said she's like a ninja, but it's nothing as silly as that. Simply put, only Peko could have performed this feat. An escape plan befitting of the ultimate swordswoman. Even so, how disappointing. If you'd only let me work with you, it would have been an even greater plan. No, you just back off!
Is it true? You really killed Mahiru?
Yeah, I still feel like it.
Hold on! You're just making assumptions! You don't have any proof. I won't accept this unless there's proof! Got it, you bastard?
It's fine.
Huh?
I said it's fine. Saying anything more would just be an exercise in futility.
She just admitted it right now, right? She admitted she's Mahiru's killer, right? But is this right? Even though Hiyoko was the one arguing with us, Peko just admitted it so freely.
Among flowers, the cherry blossom. Among men, the samurai. I commend your decisiveness, at least.
I still don't believe it's her.
Very well. If you admit it, this ends now. Let's cast our votes.
Agreed. Hurry up and vote.
Hold on. Let me confirm one thing first.
Can it wait until after the voting?
This is important, and it relates to the voting. It's about Peko's motive.
Yeah, she has no relation to the original, game.
My motive?
In the end, you had no connection to
Yeah,
the
right?
events depicted in Twilight Syndrome murder case, right? Then, why did you kill Mahiru?
So it's about that. Let's see. If I must answer that question, I must say it was for the sake of justice.
What? So then you're admitting it?
Justice?
In order to protect the justice of this world.
Wait a second. Are you Sparkling Justice? Huh?
I do not sully my hands to satisfy personal grudges. There is only one reason I kill. For the sake of protecting justice.
Wait.
What are you saying?
Yeah?
Justice is what makes humans human. It's a virtue that human beings should be proud of. Justice is the eternal sun and the enduring moon, the protective father and the smiling mother.
Hello! Earth to Pecco!
If justice ever disappeared from this world, the world would immediately freeze and people's smiles would vanish. I will not allow that.
It's fine. Just stop it.
Justice must always be there to guide us, to shine bright above our heads.
I'm telling you to stop it!
I was so certain it was gonna be Sonia, but oh my god.
So I must fight. I must continue to fight to protect justice. Could she be? As the light of justice shines upon my mouth,
Oh my god, she is.
I expose the hearts of malevolent evil. Justice complete.
Well, that was a twist.
The center of justice that is pierced by justice. The lead star of justice that shines in the night sky. That would be me. Sparkling justice!
Is that just some random unlocalized text?
Now then, let's execute justice!
Why is there these weird marks?
What? What the fuck?
Me too, man.
Pecco, what are you doing?
I am sparkling justice. In the name of sparkling, shining
Oh, they're
justice,
emote icons, I think.
have come to deliver justice.
What's going on? What's this? Chill.
Pecco finally snapped!
Everyone, please be careful. Sparkling Justice is a serial killer who claims to be an ally of justice. Clad in her various hero masks, she is a serial killer who exclusively targets other criminals.
Wait a second. Mahiru's not a criminal. Are we getting a repeat of the first game? Where we learn that a character's a serial killer and then it's just shoved aside for the actual killer?
She's supposed to be... but... huh?
Yeah, that doesn't make sense then.
Ally of justice?
So that's why you're wearing a mask.
This mask is the dividing line. Just like various idols, the sun is revered because it lies just beyond your grasp. Justice should also be the same.
I don't get it, but this is becoming really crazy.
What? What the heck is this? It's not Pecco isn't the killer. No, it'd be just like how Genocide Jack only killed guys. No, only killed... Yeah. Right? No. Yeah. Yeah, whatever. But same thing.
This is turning out to be a surprising turn of events. Hey! Now's not the time for you to be sleeping. Take a look. It's a killer.
Oh, wow. That didn't get him up.
This again?
Huh? Sleepwalking?
So what's your answer to my previous question?
Yeah, that doesn't make sense then.
Why did you kill Mahiru?
This world must always be bathed in the light of justice. I must not allow even one shadow. Evil must be eliminated immediately.
Like, that doesn't make any sense considering the fact that she was, like, the nicest person.
No matter what, I I must not overlook evil.
Okay, if these are supposed to be emoticons, I don't think they're working.
Evil? Are you
Yeah,
saying
right?
Mahiru is...
If you knew about that incident, then you must have played the game. Am I right?
And because of that, I was able to find the killer's accomplice hiding on this island like a sewer rat.
Then, the reason you killed Mahiru was...
To protect justice, of course. In order to protect justice, I have become its merciless sword and executed justice.
Holy crap! She's such a stereotypical psychopath!
She's so gross!
Peko, is this your true identity?
My true identity? I have already forgotten who I am. It just shows my determination. My determination to protect by throwing away what's most important.
Hey, nice Undertale reference there.
I'm willing to become anybody to shower this world with justice.
Oh, I can't stand this anymore! Let's just end this farce already!
End it? He's right. We need to end this already. The killer, in the end, there's no mistake, it was... No, it wasn't!
Let's go over this incident one more time and then let's end this.
Wait! What? Are you serious? Okay, I guess. On the morning of the incident, Mahiru met... Let's see here. Because the killer forged 2 letters. Right? Yeah. Alright, no. Right, I need to remember that they can move. Okay, right here. Now the killer forged 2 letters. Whoa, hey, chloroform. The next one... Okay, so let's see here. This one is... The first one to arrive at the beach house was... Did Mikan? No, I don't think she did. Not till later. Next one to arrive at the beach house was... Yeah, that's when she's there. First one to find the body was... It was when Hiyoko woke up. Hiyoko left a big piece of evidence. In the closet after Hiyoko ran away, they left the gummy. Hiyoko is still sleeping. No, that's a picture that's reused. Mahiru arrives at the beach house. This would be... Mahiru here. Seems Hiyoko made a promise with someone. Killer went to sleep in the surfboard case. That would be... What did the killer leave next to the body? Nope, that's near the body. Time to wash off the blood. Where should I hide? In the case. Hiyoko left a big piece of evidence, and that would be... Sheath the bamboo sword, I must do this. I'm gonna wash off the blood. Still trying to figure out... Hiyoko made a promise. This would be... This here? Okay. Okay, so this is... First one to arrive at the beach house. That should be a picture of pretty anime girl mask. No, what did the killer leave next to the body? It was the pretty anime girl mask. Yep. Now then, time to wash off the blood. Grab the water bottles. Left a big piece of evidence, which was the feet. Last stock. To retrieve the bamboo sword, I must tie it up to the sword bag. And the last one should be Hiyoko arriving at the beach house, which is here.
Here's everything that happened in this
Huh.
case. The incident began this morning when Mahiru spoke to Hiyoko. Mahiru most likely played Twilight Syndrome Murder Case, the video game provided to us as the motive. She probably wanted to discuss it with someone else who also appeared in the game as a character. Hiyoko accepted Mahiru's invitation, and they promised to have a more detailed conversation about it later. However, someone else overheard their exchange. The killer. The killer eavesdropped on their conversation and used their promise to devise a specific murder plan. By preparing a specific item, they planned to manipulate the two's actions. That item was the letters. They sent fake letters to both Mahiru and Hiyoko.
Okay, now I get why it's, the responsibility for the killer. Like, why it's only kills criminals. I get it now, for justice, okay.
The letter Mahiru received told her to come to the beach house at 2:30 p.m. And the letter Hiyoko received told her to come to the beach house at exactly 2 p.m. By providing different times, the killer was able to lure them to the beach house separately. Hiyoko totally trusted that letter, showed up at the beach house at 2 p.m., just like it said, and was drugged into unconsciousness by the killer lying in wait. After putting Hiyoko to sleep, the killer immediately hid her inside the closet, so they could frame her as the killer later. At 2:30 p.m., Mahiru arrived at the beach house. She was completely unaware that she'd been targeted for murder. Approaching her from behind, the killer struck the defenseless Mahiru with a specific weapon, the metal bat that was left at the scene of the crime. The bat was brought down onto the back of Mahiru's head, and with that, she took her last breath. According to Mikan's autopsy, Mahiru died instantly, so she probably never knew who killed her. With that, the killer achieved their goal of killing Mahiru and began to tamper with the crime scene. They dragged Mahiru's body so that it blocked the door leading to the road. Also, the mask found at the scene of the crime was something the killer personally left. I'm not really sure why. My guess is it's something similar to a calling card. That's how the crime scene we discovered was created. However, by moving Mahiru's body, the killer got blood splatter on them. Plus, the shower room had no water because it was out of order, so they couldn't wash it off. But the killer expected something like that to happen. Instead of the shower, the killer used something else to wash the blood off their body. They used plastic water bottles that were inside the beach house refrigerator. We can assume they carried the bottles to the shower room before the sequence of events had happened. In place of showering, they washed the blood off their body with water bottles instead. However, they had no choice but to dispose of the empty bottles in the beach house's trash can. Littering is against the rules, and it would have taken too much time to throw them away somewhere else. After the killer washed off the blood, they hid in a specific spot inside the closet Hiyoko was in. The killer hid inside the surfboard case that they had already emptied beforehand. After some time had passed, the sleeping drug used on Hiyoko wore off, and she woke up. I can imagine how badly Hiyoko must have panicked when she came out of the closet. I mean, she made plans to see Mahiru, who lay dead right in front of her. From the shock and panic of being considered a murder suspect, Hiyoko fled from the beach house. Because of that, she left footprints in the sand. Everything was a trap set by the killer to frame her. After Hiyoko left, the killer finally came out of the surfboard case and placed a gummy that they brought with them to shift our suspicion toward Hiyoko. Ironically, placing that gummy is what helped clear our suspicion toward Hiyoko. Finally, the killer began preparing to escape from the beach house. They couldn't risk leaving their footprints in the sand, so they escaped the beach house using a different route, the small window in the shower room. However, that window is rather high up and can't be reached easily, which is why the killer used the bamboo sword they always carry with them. The killer took the bamboo sword out of its bag, tied the bag to the sword's handle, and used the sword as a step stool to reach the small window while holding the sword bag in their hand.
Okay. I'm gonna be honest. That's a bit of a stretch, I feel. Like, that's the biggest... I don't know.
As long as they're able to reach the window, all they had to do was pull the bag to retrieve the sword. And so the killer left the beach house and appeared before us as if nothing had happened. But their wet hair and swimsuit didn't dry right away. There also weren't any towels at the beach house. So when the killer met up with us, they said they had been swimming for a while as an excuse. So how about it? This is the truth behind the incident you caused. Isn't that right, Peko Pekoyama?
Well, I was completely wrong with what my prediction of this case would be like. Like, completely and utterly. And I was so adamant about it. Now I look like a big dumb idiot.
What of it? She's like, totally cool with it. I haven't done anything to be ashamed of.
What are you saying? You killed Mahiru!
Wrong! I punished evil in the name of justice. That's no reason to condemn me.
Whatever. Let's hurry up and vote so we can freaking kill this weird, crazy bitch!
There's no way you can kill me. Justice can never be killed. You should all know that as well.
What are you saying?
To protect what's most important to you, you must be prepared to throw away something equally important. Understand?
I don't get it! I don't get it at all!
Then I shall be direct. Justice must carry on. In order to keep justice, to keep me alive, you all must give up your lives.
Are you serious?
It's not serious. It's justice. If I fall here, who will combat the evils of this world? Now, follow your hearts of justice that reside within you all, and save my life to protect justice. Hurry and carry on justice.
Give me a break! Who's gonna die for you?
If we let Peko go, we're all gonna get killed! For the sake of grand justice, a few sacrifices are unavoidable.
A few sacrifices? That's...
Don't worry. The justice that you give your life to protect will never go to waste.
I can't stand her anymore! Let's vote already and execute her! However, before we do that...
Onokuma, the vote! Hurry up and let us vote already!
I'm awake!
He finally woke up.
I've heard your story. Well, I wasn't listening, but who cares? Now then, please pull the lever in front of you and cast your vote. Who will be chosen as the blackened? Will you make the right choice or the dreadfully wrong one?
Something about this whole case still feels very off, and I can't place it.
Such heart-pounding excitement!
No, we're just going in? Okay. I mean, I guess. Okay, well, I guess I guess that's the answer. Okay. Somebody, maybe it's I convinced myself otherwise so strongly.
Pardon me, can we
Wait.
please have a little more time?
Yeah, okay.
Pardon me, can we have a little bit more time? Please let us continue our discussion.
Continue our discussion? But isn't the voting over?
Yes, but I cannot help but...
Yeah,
feel
right?
Something about this is definitely strange.
Right?
Strange? What do you mean? There's no doubt that Peko is the killer.
That is true. However...
As a serial killer enthusiast, you're wondering if Peko is really sparkling justice, am I right?
Oh my god, don't tell me she's gonna put on the mask because I'm sparkling
Hey,
justice.
Miss Sonia isn't a serial killer enthusiast. She just has a little more passion about them than most.
That makes her an enthusiast.
Honestly, it felt strange to me too. I mean, there's a distinct difference between what we know about sparkling justice and Peko, right?
Distinct difference?
You know, Sonia describes sparkling justice like this.
Justice complete! The center of justice that is pierced by justice! The lead star of justice that shines in the night sky! That would be me! Sparkling justice!
Sparkling Justice's catchphrase, an unknown serial killer has a catchphrase. I read a magazine. There's only been one person, a journalist, who's interviewed Sparkling Justice. The article was written in the native language, so I tried translating it. I see, so that's what it was. I think I've got nationality. That's a big thing.
See.
Yeah, huh.
That's right. According to what Sonia said,
The article was written in their native language, so I tried to translate it.
if she had it translated, that means it wasn't written in English, right?
Or Japanese, if you want to be, you know,
Yes,
yeah.
The magazine I read was written in Spanish.
Oh, tu hablo español.
So, Sparkling Justice's catchphrase was no doubt written in Spanish as well.
Wait, no, I said two. That's French. Yo hablo español. Si.
Which means the journalist and Sparkling Justice are both...
Hispanic.
Spain?
What?
All this time, I completely misunderstood. When I first heard about the serial killers, Genocide Jack and Sparkling Justice, I just assumed both serial killers were from the same country. That wasn't the case. So...
Heko, you're not Sparkling Justice. There's no way that's possible.
Or, if you insist that you're Sparkling Justice, can you try saying that catchphrase in Spanish?
Would you be able to do that?
It appears that the time has come for this mask to come off. However, that's perfectly fine.
Wait.
It's no longer necessary. And even if you find out now, it's too late for you all to do anything about it. My duty has already been finished.
What?
My duty as a tool has already been completed in full.
What?
Uh-huh. Looks like she's back to normal.
Okay, real talk. I was expecting her to take off that mask and then take off her face and be Spanish under it. That would have been a twist.
That mask has fulfilled its purpose, just as I have.
What do you mean? Fulfilled its purpose? Too late? What are you getting at?
Now that you've already cast your votes, is what it means.
Huh?
Hey, be clearer. We're asking you what your purpose was.
I have no purpose. I am just a mere tool.
Tool? What do you mean?
Wait, am I actually correct?
She called herself a tool, which means someone else used her then?
Of course. A tool cannot do anything on its own.
I see. I finally understand. Well, I did have a sneaking suspicion all along.
What do you mean?
I mean, besides Peko and Hiyoko, someone else was also at the beach house.
Someone else?
There is proof that establishes that fact. Try to remember.
Guys, was I super right all along? It threw me off? The proof that there's one more person at the scene, it was the body discovery announcement. There had to be more people.
Are you talking about the body discovery announcement?
Yep, that's right. I mean, didn't Monokuma say so earlier?
You know, there's 3 people besides...
That announcement is made when at least 3 people discover a body.
So wait, are we just gonna ignore the fact that the votes were cast and we're just going on?
In this particular case, the killer, Peko, is not one of those 3. If that's the case, it would mean only Hiyoko and Kazuichi discovered the body, but...
I see. That leaves us one person short.
So that means there was one more person in the beach house.
Plus, the fact that Monokuma tried to hide that truth from us by being flexible with his own rules. That's such a vital clue that it could alter the outcome of the trial. Like an accomplice, for example.
No, that's not it.
Huh? Am I wrong?
Yes, from your basic way of thinking about it, you are wrong. Didn't I tell you? I'm just a tool. That means I'm just a simple tool to be used by that person.
Huh?
Therefore,
Me too.
That person would have the strongest motive out of anybody else here, right?
Strongest motive. Hiko?
you're the only one!
Yeah, cause...
Is it for Hiyoko?
Yeah, that was my exact tone.
I see. Now I finally see the connection. The connection between the motive and the incident.
But even if it's the motive, it's just a game, right? There's no reason to believe it's even true. Would you
Now there
call
is.
a game like that a strong motive?
No, the events that occurred should have definitely occurred in real life. There's overwhelming proof of that too, and that's in the photo of the girls hanging out, having a good time. What's wrong with that? Isn't the murder case proof since... Wait. The events that occurred in the game should have definitely occurred in real life. There's overwhelming proof of that too. Which one makes it sure that it occurred in real life? Oh, this one. No, the events that occur in the game should have definitely occurred in real life. There's overwhelming proof on that. What are you trying to ask, my dude? What is being asked here? Is it this?
I can prove it with
Okay,
this.
I guess. Okay, I see what I was doing.
I didn't think
And
it
I'm
was
glad they didn't
necessary
take
to
points off for
confirm
that.
If it didn't have anything to do with Mahiru's murder, but there's no doubt that game is based on actual events. That much is clear if you saw the ending prize.
Oh, because it's overwhelming truth. It's the multiple things.
Photos awarded for beating the game are not actual in-game screenshots. They're all actual photos, with the surrounding scenery cropped out. You knew all along, Fuyuhiko, didn't you? You knew whether or not the first victim in the game was actually your little sister, right? Because whoever beat the game first received the ending prize.
Yeah, because he had the envelope there.
It was the envelope, right? The person who received the ending prize. It was you, wasn't it?
If you were shown a photograph of your sister's dead body, you'd have no choice but to believe it. Even so, you wanted to deny the truth. That's why you sent those photos to Mahiru to confirm it.
Hey! Why are we talking about Fuyuhiko? Who cares? 'Cause Peko is the killer, right? But he already voted.
That's why I told you. You're all too late. As I said before, I exist as nothing more than a tool. I had no motive for killing Mahiru. No reason to kill. Not even the will to kill. I was simply used as a tool. As long as I am a tool, I cannot defy my orders. Hey! What's going on?
Yeah, I'm a
Can
little...
anyone give me a simpler
I'm a little
explanation?
lost again.
It means I'm not the killer. The true killer, who used me as their weapon to kill Mahiru Koizumi, was Fuyuhiko Kuzuryu.
Okay.
What?
What the hell?
I see. That's what you were aiming for all along.
No, I have no aim. But my young master does.
Oh.
My young master planned this from the start.
Okay.
Master?
That is the truth of this case. I'm sure you realize it by now, but it's too late. You cannot undo the vote.
That's a problem. If Peko's allegation holds up, that means our vote was incorrect.
Not necessarily. If she killed, then she's gonna die.
In that case, the person who gets to live is...
Just... me?
That's nuts! No matter how you look at it, that's completely insane!
How would Peko be a tool in the first place? Peko is a legitimate human being!
That's not for you to decide. votes for Monokuma. The votes have been cast. All we can do now is wait.
Wow,
and see
what a
Monokuma's
gambit.
decides.
What the hell?
Now it definitely makes a lot more sense. Oh, look at number 2's points there. You can tell. I kind of screwed up there. I'm gonna get a B probably. Yeah, hey, what did I say? And I got 78 coins. That's good. Yeah, you can see I kind of screwed up there a lot.
I'm in a bind. And what a bind it is. I guess for now, let's take a quick recess. We'll be right back after this commercial break.
All right. I think we will take a brief recess. So, we'll see you guys next time for some more Danganronpa 2, where we find out what the hell's gonna happen. Ciao.
You can push yourself to the limit, be strong and jump with me. You can fly above the rainbow with me for just and just believe.
Nothing's gonna stop you and me from getting into where we wanna while the speed